title, I couldn't help but laugh, because revenge was already in motion. The room froze the instant she shouted it. "You stole my wallet, you thief!" Everyone turned. Forks paused mid-air. My mother's eyes widened. My brother's jaw tightened. And there she stood, my sister-in-law, chin raised, venom dripping from her every word. The kind of arrogance that made walls lean away from her. I laughed, not nervously, not to defend myself. I laughed because I already knew the truth. Her hands dove into the bag beside me. She pulled out her wallet, triumph etched across her face. "See? I knew it was you!" she barked. I laughed again. A quiet, controlled laugh. Not out of innocence, but out of satisfaction. She had no idea the game had been over long before she even accused me. It hadn't started that night, though. It had started years ago, when she first walked into our lives with her perfect smile and polished shoes. I wanted to like her. I tried. I even shared secrets, small victories, my life, hoping she'd see me as family. But beneath the charm, there was always disdain, subtle, like a shadow beneath the sun. A comment about my career, a smirk when I missed a step. Always measuring, always judging. The first time I realized how deep her arrogance ran was at my own birthday dinner. She had forgotten my gift, only to parade the gift she'd given herself in front of me. Something small, a detail meant to humiliate. And yet, I smiled. I had to. I had to appear normal while she sharpened her teeth on my insecurities. The betrayal was gradual, invisible at first. Small slights that felt personal. Invitations she forgot to send me. Stories she twisted to make me look weak. I collected them silently, each one a brick. Every insult a ledger entry. By the time the real evidence emerged, an email she accidentally sent me, detailing every plan to sabotage me at work, every whispered lie about me to my own family, I had already stopped feeling shocked. I was meticulous. I didn't react. I observed. I cataloged. I plotted. I knew I couldn't confront her recklessly. Justice, I realized, isn't about rage. It's about patience. About watching your opponent reveal their own weaknesses while you remain untouchable. So I waited, and I acted. I started small. I documented everything. Dates, times, messages, witnesses. Legal counsel quietly advised me. Financial records subtly shifted so that her misdeeds at my family business, mismanagement, theft, manipulation, were impossible to deny. Social circles whispered as I quietly disseminated information, crafting a trail that led straight to her arrogance. I never confronted her directly, but I built a cage around her reputation so precise that escape became impossible. And then came the night of reckoning, the family dinner. I knew she would attempt another display of superiority. I didn't flinch. I didn't move. I waited for the precise moment when her ego would demand proof, when she'd dig into the bag she believed was my undoing. She screamed, she accused, she pried, and there it was, her wallet, her triumph, perfectly staged. I didn't reach for it, I didn't defend myself, I just laughed, because she didn't see it. I had already set the stage. Months of quiet, invisible strategy had ensured that tonight, her shame would be public. Her attempts to humiliate me now only revealed her to the family. The ledger of emails, the bank audits, the subtle rumors I had encouraged to blossom, it all surfaced after her outburst. My brother confronted her first with evidence, then my parents. Each piece fell like dominoes, and her perfect image shattered, sharp edges cutting at her own pride. The laughter left my throat raw, but I didn't stop, because finally the room understood. The arrogance, the manipulations, the small cruelties, each one meticulously recorded, exposed, undeniable. And all while she thought I had been nothing but the silent victim. I watched her falter, her mask cracking. My silence had spoken louder than her screams ever could. And in that moment, I realized revenge is not about fury. It's about precision, about making the betrayer reveal themselves without touching them, about holding power while appearing powerless. She left that night, wallet in hand, reputation in ruins, and I stayed. I didn't gloat, I didn't need to. The satisfaction didn't require celebration. It was in the quiet shift of the room, the way my family's eyes finally saw me not as the underestimated, overlooked sibling-in-law, but as someone who understood every move on the board and checkmated them flawlessly. I could finally breathe. And I could laugh. Because in the end, she had accused me of theft. She had exposed herself instead. And I had been the only one holding the truth all along.